welcome to Just the Tip with Moni. Hey, I wanted to share a story that I think is super valuable to us real estate agents, anyone really who's playing a more consultation type role with clients. So I had a seller blow up today on me, and she wasn't correct in the assumptions that she was making that were making her upset, but just a tiny communication that one of my team members sent her caused her to just spin out, escalating anger, email after email, more and more mad. And this seller has a history of kind of doing this. So she just is like a personality that as soon as she feels any type of stress or strain, she kind of blows up, personality kind of shifts into this mode. And I was able to, in a very quick conversation, de-escalate her and also build trust and get her back under control. And I want to say this, the reason I was able to do this is because I was able to, first of all, check my ego. So we have, we work incredibly hard as real estate professionals. A lot of these deals are only held together because of our hard work and our ingenuity and our skill. And a lot of sellers don't know that. They don't know all the behind the scenes that it takes for something to work. And so when they come at you crazy, you can get defensive and you can kind of, add to their fuel by pushing back on them and making it worse. So the thing that I did was I was very calm. I listened to her, but then I also let her know that, first of all, the assumptions that you're upset about are not correct. Here's why. And then secondly, I reminded her that, hey, I'm on your side. I'm here working with you and for you to get this done. If you want to sell your home, if you still want to sell your home and not blow up your whole deal like you're talking about in your emails, then let's be on that track. Let's commit to that instead of every time something feels stressful, immediately being ready to jump ship and blow up the world, at the same time. And the last thing I did was I remembered that where she's coming from is a place of anxiety. And that place of anxiety is normal. It is not normal for someone to sell their home every day, all the time. So it can be very overwhelming and scary for people. And a lot of people's defense mechanism is anger, is fuck it, I'm out, I'm gonna take my ball and go home. A lot of people don't have the ability to manage stress very well. So what you can do as a professional is make sure that you're not spinning out, that you're not flying off the handle because your seller or your buyer or someone's coming crazy at you. You staying calm, you realizing it's not about you, you also taking responsibility for what is your part. So part of this is because one of my team members sent an email asking something that she wasn't aware of. Now, she wasn't aware of it because I didn't want her to be aware of it yet. I was, managing her in a certain way. My team member didn't know that, asked her the question, and it spun her out. But, that is a problem, a flaw in my system. I should have communicated to the team member, hey, don't say anything about this yet until I get X, Y, and Z in line, because then I'm going to, communicate this to her. I failed to do that. So now she spun out. I knew she would spin out on that if that all came to mind, but I didn't prevent it. So that's my ownership in that. And that's important to have that ownership in that moment so that you're not sitting here and just deciding that people are crazy. Most people aren't crazy. Most people will act kind of wild if they're surprised, especially in a negative way. So just so important when you're dealing with clients is to not let your ego get you defensive and then cause you not to clearly see that you staying calm, you staying collective, you taking some ownership, and then you getting straight into problem solving mode typically will solve a lot of problems when it comes to a client who's spinning out. I hope this helps.